So, hey there, guys. I just watched Attack on Titan episode 14. That was a surprising ass episode in terms of like new opening, new ending, and everything, and like the whole court. Um, Quite a lot. I mean, not quite a lot to discuss, but quite a lot to study in the ending. So, go check the reaction in the description, and come back here if you want to listen my long ass discussion. I hope I'm gonna do not the long ass. And the discussion starts right now. And before I forgot, let's check the middle part of the court, like informational thingy. Here it is. The criminal trial for soldiers. So nothing too interesting. The second one, the political office. To the head. So here, Supreme Commander Darius Zekli. So the Zekli guy is like, it's hard to say, but he's like the grand commander of everything. He the commander of garrison, the military police, and the survey corps, and the trainee training. Well, I forgot how are they. What's their name? So he is the man. And let's check the ending, man. There were like so many things there. So we see the. Let me watch it in a very, very slow motion mode. And Eren got his. I mean, I did suspect he might have the regeneration. I just didn't. I just didn't know how it works. If it was like him just regenerating stuff, or it was like inside the Titan, when he's inside the Titan, like his Titan's body just regrows Eren's damaged limbs and all that. But I did also suspect that he, by the injection, he gained some Titan uh, regeneration ability. And I was also wondering about how his thing works, like why he bites himself. He beat himself like one arm, then other arm, so it's not like one exactly arm with exact place. And I don't even know how he transformed the first time, because he was like no hand, and screaming, "I'm gonna kill, I'm gonna kill." I would be very surprised if at what moment he decided like, "I'm gonna kill, let me try to just do that." And why he even did the thing, for what reason he decided um, to bite himself. Maybe because he needs some damage to his body to trigger the thing, or maybe there is actually something here, or maybe because he's just angry, and like beating himself makes him like even more angry. It's just you can also speculate, but those few probabilities, I think. Did I use that right? Those three ways are most probable in my opinion. So basically, when Levi punched him, he could probably transform, and he kind of almost transformed at the moment, but he was not damaging himself though. He just, maybe it was just like over exaggeration. Like he was so angry that air started like flying around him, and dust and everything. Oh, okay. So there's someone drops the a nut, and it rolls over the floor. The floor, it's hard to tell, but the floor seemed to have some texture, but it's not like it's impossible to understand what's with there. Though there was some face. I swear to you, what was the face? It's man. Let me do that frame by frame. I saw the face. Here's the face. Here's the face. Here's the eye. I'm gonna place the picture. What's some scared ass? What's with the face though? I don't know who is that. It's impossible to understand. There are like people in there, right? Yeah, there are people here and there. I can see like the not the what's it called? Like silhouettes. Yo, that is some scary silhouette. There's so much stuff that looks like kind of like an Eren with the clothing of I guess, and another with the face. What's up with that? Why do you hide so much stuff in like a fucking uh, so fastly scrolling floor basically of boulders and stuff? And yeah, it's and here's the picture. So we see the picture. That picture shows us like two sides. One side the guys on the white horses, and there's like other guys and like guns and the flags. They have flags. The other side like other guys with everything like that, just other horses and the different flags. The one on the right, they have blue flag with white stuff, and the other ones they have like yellow and orange or something. So there was a conflict. As I've said, I've said that Titans just appeared, as we know, like 107 years ago. They just appeared. From what? For what reason? Why there were no Titans? How? And I believe the Titans are attacking now not just for fun, but just because they're at war with people. I think that they show us that like two groups of people, they were at war, but then one of the groups, they created Titans. They created Titans and pushed our people back. We just flew away, ran away, and like closed ourselves inside the walls. Who and they were like the walls were either there or they were built with us or with some help of God. How the religion says. I wonder what's with there's like an target thing inside between them. So it definitely looks like there were two groups of people at war. It was not war with Titans, it was war with people. And then Titans from one group of people, they somehow managed to create Titans. Maybe they took what's the word? Refugees or what's or it's the wrong let me be smart. One sec. No, prisoners. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. They took prisoners and they created Titans. And that's why Titans, they look like human. They have facial hair, weird facial hair, like mustache and like little beards. It's not like Titans are shaving before attacking. So that's why they have like facial features of people from whom they appeared. I'm not sure how it works. Is that like a genetic mutation, or it's like cloning? Like you have one guy and you're like cloning him and 10 Titans looking like him. But I do believe that the human people are somehow connected to Titans, and they're made out of people in some way. Because out of what would you do them? They could have, been the story just for fun, without reason, without any real origins, but people say that the show is like super smart and all that. So I do believe that. And this picture just shows like, yeah, there was a war. Let me a bit. And then we, man, that song sounds weird in the very very low volume. And then we see the picture, basically the colored picture of ending and to be continued and what's it called? Title combined, because the one had a little more from the left, other had a little more from the right. So here it is. We can clearly see two walls, at least two walls. Behind Eren, man, Mikasa, I don't see nothing. But that's the picture. I'm gonna guarantee you that. That's another continent, and there are walls, and there are people doing whatever they're doing, like just normal living, normal lives, and there are ships that are going out, to that new land from the previous land they were leaving, and they're Armin and Sasha fucking, and they're huge as titans. So they lived somewhere. They had some conflict, and then our enemies, created titans, and they pushed our people from the land, and our people went another land. So that was the picture. That was the whole picture in color. I'm not even looking at. I wasn't even looking at people. I was just like, where? Show me the pictures. And the other side of the wall, there's another wall. There's another wall and people inside. Let me rewind it a tiny bit. Houses, buildings, and people, and like some guys on the horses and guns. Maybe it's not walls, but it looks like walls. And titans are killing people, and people are shooting their heads off or something. Annie looking beautiful. I mean, I never thought that she is beautiful, but she looks beautiful in this one. Let me see behind you, Annie, please. I know you're not as huge as the other guy that's like a Reiner behind her. So yeah, people shooting titans, and titans kinda like... Oh! What is that? It looks like those people on that picture, they kinda like have the equipment, the 3D maneuver gear. Kinda looks like that. It's like they're flying and stuff. There are dead people and titans without heads. And big ass Reiner, I don't see anything. And people on the horses are running away from that. Their houses, this picture is more difficult. And there's a bird, some green bird. Something's behind Berthold. And there are... It looks like horses. Like I saw that. It looks like there's a big huge cart, a big huge piece of wood, a huge one, and there's a titan on that thing, and horses are moving it with the titan, and titan is like chained or something. It kind of looks like he's wounded, he's wounded, and they evacuate him from battlefield. That maybe confirms that the other people who we were at war like some 100 years ago, they created titans, but they valued their life or something. Why would you? Or they stole? I mean, from who are you gonna steal? But that definitely is a titan hanged there, and horses are moving him away from the battlefield. Man, that picture, this whole stuff with the pictures, that was crazy. And then Mikasa standing near the rock, and the big angry insect, what we saw in her flashback in episode 6, with the butterfly. It's some symbolic stuff, I suppose. And then they... I'm really sorry, guys. My camera just stopped recording. Like there was like beep sound with the windows. You know, I'm like looking and my camera is not recording. I'm like, oh shit. But thankfully, I just checked the previous part. It just saved. So thank God. And fuck you, potato camera. What was that though? That was scary ass, man. Leave like if I'd lost this reaction, I'd be like, you know, I live on a 16th floor. It's like almost kind of like living on the wall. So I would be jumping out the windows. No, my reaction. No, no, no. But yeah, thankfully we have it back, and I'd had to do a bit more editing though, but I think I'll manage to do something. Let's get back to the freaking thing. So, what else? What else? And then we see like people flying, killing, doing some awesome stuff, and they fight with Eren. Not against him, but with him on the one side. And then there was like a picture of some strange... Here it is. Here is the picture. It was a... It's if I was a living corpse. Man, I have to read the subtitles later on then. So there are like few huge guys, like in a T pose. And some kind of angel-ish guys. What's with that? Those two guys looks not nice. They're scary looking. And the blood? I don't know what's that. That picture just some, you know, it's like trying to understand what the Egyptians tried to write with those like things in their pyramids and stuff. And here's our guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 best graduates. No, Armin was not in the thing. It was Marco. Marco was in there. So poor Marco is dead now. But they're just like how they were in the picture. Like Krista is the 10th place. Sasha, Connie, instead of Marco, it's now Armin, Jean, Eren, Annie, Bertolt, Rainer, and a girl, Mikasa. And by the way, about the girls. And oh, there's some even more pictures. Oh, it's impossible to understand. Oh, it's totally impossible. And then we see the same picture with guys on the horses, but just like not butterfly, flowers and stuff. Looks weird. Weird AF. But I'm telling you, man, those are two different fractions. You just see the flags and stuff. They were at war at some point. And our goddamn enemies created Titans. I wonder what's with Orientals and other people, though. Maybe there was like a World War type of thing. So let's go and see new people. Man, new opening though, but I'm gonna watch it like quite a few times, or I think. So we have a new guy, Salute Supreme Commander. I mean, he's not Salute Supreme, he's Supreme Commander. The guy is saluting him. His name was something. I'm gonna read it a bit later. Let's go. Where was his name now? One sec. I'm looking at the one Irvin and Pixis idle talk, yeah. And the ducks, by the way, the symbolic things with birds being free creatures, you know, like you live inside the walls, but they're flying whenever they want. And I can clearly hear that there are ducks. Or maybe not, maybe there's like kinda like a ducks. No, there are not ducks. Oh, I'm missing the name of the guy. Zaklai. Zaklai. Darius Zaklai. Supreme Commander Darius Zaklai. Man. So the super duper mega commander of everything is Darius Zaklai. And then there's the girl, the Hanje. Let me watch it again. Hanji Zoe. She said Hanji Zoe, squad leader in the Survey Corps. Squad leader. So she has her own squad. And he's when men the name it likes Mike, but she said it's like Mike. So he's not Mike, he's Mike. Mike Zacharias. The saying goes, so he also a squad leader. And they were both with Levi and Eren, so they're like Erwin is the commander. He's the boss of the Survey Corps. Levi is the captain, the leader of the soldiers, basically the second Erwin's left hand, right hand, you know. And those two are like a bit lower than Levi, I suppose. They're squad leaders, so there's Erwin. He commands Levi. I suppose he should have someone else besides Levi. She should have like few people at least, same as Levi. But maybe I'm not very into. Who knows with how they created their military stuff. But and he sniffs Eren for some reason, and she says like that's a habit of smelling people. Yeah, that's a weird habit, you know. If I'd had the same habit, I'd probably be already, you know, my face be like damaged with all sorts of punches I received from like people I've basically harassed. And smirking, snorting. It's nothing more than just that. And she says like his skills have earned him, so he's skilled guy. But I mean, I'm sure he's skilled guy before because we saw even Hanji. She killed a Freddie Mercury Titan, so they're all skilled because their life is a war with titans, not like those stupid military police guys that live inside the town and only do the like intrigues and stuff. Oh, we have to kill this guy because he can transform into titan. They're even never, you know, Levi said or someone or Eren said like you have never ever seen a titan, so you pussies should calm down. There was an awkward scene of not saying anything. And yeah, then Eren just attends the court, and the man, the Zachary, says like, any objections? And they're like, nope. I wonder if he said yes, like game over. And Mikasa and Armin, everyone's here, and Levi, Erwin, everybody. So they decide who will get Eren later on. And they said, like, people know. It's impossible to not know for them. Though a lot of people were evacuated, so I suppose there were like soldiers were spreading the information. And by the way, the pastor, his name was something. It was somewhere. Where was he? Where was he though? Something Nick or something like that. Here it is. He's very through the Netherlands. Wall preacher. We must kill him now. So this guy is like crazy. 5 years ago, no one bothered to listen to him. But priest Nick, he seems to support now. Well, I mean, I understand why he have support now, because 5 years ago there was no war with Titans. They did not attack, and the guy, maybe he was the guy, by the way, in the first episode. Some guy worshiping the walls, like saying they were like created by gods, and all, and people were like doing their things and not even noticing him. But after the attack, people, like, if you can be, like, not religious person whole your life, or maybe not religious at some point, but then something bad happens and you're like, oh man, help me God. So when people lose in hope, they try to find at least some kind of, relief for them. And then closer to, when you get older, a lot of people became religious and stuff. I personally, I'm not a very religious person, even though I wear the cross, but that's more like, the jewelry stuff, just to look nice, and it's because it's from Rome and Vatican and stuff. My parents gave me, so it's more like some family present. But even though I'm not a religious guy, when I have a huge, crazy aerophobia, I hate planes. I hate them machines. I hate being high up in the sky, like 10 kilometers, and flying in a plastic piece of nothing. And when there are pilots are sleeping, and the machine flies itself, and I know that a lot of all those companies, all those different companies, it's a business, they move your body from one point to another point, and they, as any business, you have to find ways to save money here and there. That's why they sometimes they are saving money not in where they should, like, in technical, not, man, what's the, they maintain planes not in the way they should. They may oversee, like, screw that, it's gonna fly, nothing bad happens, those guys are gonna fix it. And that's not something you should do with the fucking plane where like hundreds of people inside, and if something happens, like, goodbye. And yeah, and I have a huge phobia. I hate that. And with my work, I have to fly like at least few times a year. I mean, this year I had no need to fly anywhere, and thank you for that. My work, I had to go on train, and I like trains, like those fast trains and not fast trains. Just that's fine by me. But planes are different. And when I'm on the plane, I'm gonna. If something like shaking and stuff, or I feel some vibration, I'm just coming. My sense are like I have like 10 senses instead of 5, and I'm like, all like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And I at this state, I'm gonna believe at any religion. I mean, if you saw the movie, the old movie, Mummy, the first Mummy, not the very first, like an old movie, but with Brendan Fraser, there was a first movie, and there was a guy, like kind of like a friend of that Brendan Fraser, and he had like black thingies around his eyes, and he was like a cowardly character. And there was a moment when the mummy tries to kill him, and he's like, he had like basically every religious symbol on his neck, and he's like, hala mala mala, no hash but bash the dash. So he tries to say like every possible prayer to the mummy, and he basically found one, like something with slaves. He like found the language of slaves, and they basically me inside playing, and that's basically the people inside the walls. When the walls just crashed, they started to believe in again. So like, help us, walls, help us, man. And they said there that they attacked not the walls, they attacked the goddamn gates. And some guy even like, let's like close all the gates and be like living here. I mean, you can do that, but that's, who knows, maybe Titans at some point, the big ass red Titan, he can like, even not break, he can, if he wants, he can what's the word, man? One sec. He can draw, not draw, white draw. Pull himself. Pull himself up and be here like, yeah, nice. All fun. How are you living here? So yeah, so why? Why are those not priest Nick is here? And yeah, basically the whole situation happens. What was his like Nile something? Neil or Nile? Tell me your name. Commander of the Military Police Brigade, Nile Doc. So Nile proposes to basically study Eren, look at all his holes and stuff, and kill him. Though later on Levi said like, and how are you gonna do that? The thing just killed like 20 Titans. And how are you gonna do that? You're sure you're gonna be able to do that? And that's an interesting thing, Those guys, they just don't want Eren here. I know they're trying to maintain an order inside the walls, because it's like when everything's fine, people are living there. And is my camera recording? Yes, thank God. People are living there, and if and it's peace and stuff. But when something started to disturb the calm atmosphere, people may become crazy, and it might get out of the control very fast. So they're trying to deal with the situation. But man, killing him, I think that Erwin's proposal is much better. Just get this thing out of the walls where there are people, and train him. Have Levi having like a big ass piece of wood and punch him, like train him like a dog. I don't. I hope they're not gonna do that evil. But basically, the idea is like, let's try to study that thing. Let's try to use it, because it just won the first battle, not by himself. A lot of people died, and God bless their souls. But without Eren, they probably never would have been able to do that. And yeah, that also happened. Oh, and Erwin says that the Trost district, the southern district, is now blocked. So they 5 years they were moving the survey corps. They were moving outside to try to know to get to the Shiganshina, and then like all their job is like, nope. That's sad. And now they have to go to the other side, like a right side, and go the huge ass distance just to get to Shiganshina. And that's much danger. Like, you can go like this, or you can go like this. That's not good. And even like this, people dying. So, but they have to. And then Levi said to a guy like, you're a dick, you're a swine, and all that. Yeah, and then they bring up the whole situation with Eren not being able to control his Titan, and that's a very valid argument, though, as I've said, you just need to work with him. And Mikasa, by the way, still has the scar. And Rika has different glasses for some reason. They're not around like they were. Maybe just a drawing thing. So yeah, that's all. And Eren doesn't remember that. So it's like, what? I punched Mikasa, and he was out of it. I remember that. The thing was just moving by his own uh, instincts or whatever. Tried to kill people. I wonder if there were titans around. Would it, attack them? Uh, but who knows? Who knows? And I wonder about that. I'm really interesting to know how his titan works, and hey, is it have the mind of his own, or it's just like, I don't know, like unconscious thing. But then Mikasa said like, yeah, but yeah, he saved me before, and saved like a lot of people. He saved like whole humanity, basically the half of humanity. He managed to move the boulder, and like, so he is very valuable. He's not a 100% controllable and reliable weapon at this moment, but he's a goddamn powerful thing. You should use him. And then not Nick Niles says that. And by the way, do you know those little kids? They were 9 years old. They murdered three guys, murdered them dead. And yeah, we know that there was a self-defense and stuff, but we know they're not like. Are there something about their humanity? Humanity something something. Yeah. Age of 9. Stabbed to death. Three men who were wanted to robbery and kidnapping. Who were wanted. But they. Not robbery and kidnapping. They killed two people. They killed mom, Mikasa's mom, and her father. So they were not just robbers and kidnappers. They were murderers, and they would probably murder Eren. Though I don't think they tried to move him away. But and Eren brutally murdered the two of them, and Mikasa killed them. And she says like, though this falls under legitimate self-defense, that's true. But I feel their basic human nature needs to be questioned, and that's a bit of a bit true. I'm not saying about Mikasa, but Eren being was a bit, a bit too much evil at this moment. I know he was emotional, but even someone in the comments said that like, yeah, you noticed that during that scene that Eren's a bit evil. It's not like a super heroic, like I came to save you, but he's continued to stab the guy even after he died. So he was like more than like a Punisher than like a Superman savior person. And for a 9-year-old guy, that's something, and that it's gonna leave a mark on your on you. So that's true, that I can understand, but still, I think the situation is, would you be? They survived. They just know how to fight. They're going to fight even when they are cornered. So they're not telling like, let those people live here and do the stuff here. Just let them go and let them try to uh, use the outside world to train. And people are like, yeah, they're right. But then Eren started screaming, protected his girl, by the way. Thank you, Eren, for that a lot. And he was like, he went a bit overboard, like, I'm gonna stop, but no, I'm gonna say that. Yes, he said they're cowards, cowards. Shut up and bet everything on me. And he was like steaming, and I was like, man, he's gonna transform and kill the bastards, but nope. And I think that's a good thing that he didn't kill them. And then Mr. Beat him up, Levi, came and killed everyone. I mean, not killed, came and punched Eren so hard the guy just lost his tooth. And with the face, I mean, he said to Eren, I understand that this was kind of like a plan of Eren's, I suppose, but for this plan to work, Eren had to be tempered. So I don't know. And he said like there's some gamble or something. So maybe that was the gamble, but it worked. And Levi is like punched poor Eren almost to death, and said like, "Come on, guys, you wanted to dissect him? Do that. Try that. He just killed like so many people, and I can kill him like now and at any second." So then Erwin proposes his like, let's I'd like to take Eren control over his type of power and like train him and all that. Mikasa was like, man, that face, man, it's a scary face. But I understand Mikasa, but she also have to understand them. And then yeah, so Corps decide to held our man to Survey Corps. Thank you very much, Mr. Zachary Zeklai. Zeklai was his name, right? No, he was Darius. Zeklai was. I mean, he was Darius Zeklai, I suppose, or Zeklai Darius. Too many names. I had to remember those. And Hanji, like, does it hurt? Yeah. How does it hurt? I mean, man, this woman. And Erwin's like, let's be friends and thank you very much and you're accepted. And Levi like, are you hating me? And Eren with the scary face of a scary, scared puppy. Like, no, I don't. You're a nice guy. Poor Eren being traumatized. And then we see that Eren grew back his. Oh, that face, that was a nice face. Where is it? Where was that? That was a very interesting face. Hanji's face, man. It looks great. And he grew his tooth back. That's good for him. For his smile. I wish I could do that. It was a big good ability. And that's the episode, and then the crazy ass ending stuff happens. So yeah, another long ass discussion. Even this part is 27-minute years. Oh man, not years, minutes, and I have to edit it. And that's not gonna be a very fun time. Though I had fun time watching it, I had fun time, looking and studying the new ending. That was something very new. And even though I'm not sure about what I said, but it definitely looks like there were like war between people and something happened, like someone created titans. Though, so about Grisha. So what about Grisha then? Grisha, like 100 years passed since then. So Grisha was not the one who was with the bad guys. He couldn't because they left the territory, and though I don't know, but how would you get there with all the titans and stuff? Who knows? But I think the government might have also something to do with titans, or maybe Grisha did his own research. I think that might be the case as well. He just did the whole research. That's why they need to go to the basement, and there might be like research about how to create titans themselves, and they can create titans to fight titans, and like, whoa, that's gonna be a titan-ass big-ass war. Titan-ass big-ass war sounds very dangerous, right? So yeah, just gonna wait and see. And man, that was nice. That was great. Too bad I don't have nearly enough time, even on my goddamn weekends, to watch everything. I need to go and do a lot of stuff and with dishes and like everything, man. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm starting to forget how to speak English. See you in the next video. Thanks for staying again with me. Yep. Bye bye.